We toasted to January with stars in our eyes, not knowing the winter was full of goodbyes. We built up a castle on the edge of the sand, while the clock kept on ticking out of our hand. We thought we were timeless, we thought we were gold, but some stories are over before they are told. We didn't survive the year, lost in the static, consumed by the fear. We had 12 months of magic, then it all fell apart. Now I'm holding the pieces of a calendar heart. We didn't survive the year. Now there's nothing but shadows where you used to be near. Summer was golden, we were high on the heat, but the rhythm we shared lost its beautiful beat. By October, the silence was all we could hear. By December, you were nowhere near. The leaves fell away and so did your hand. I'm a stranger now in our promised land. 4 seasons of us, then the winter came through, turning our forever into what used to be you. Happy New Year to a version of us that turned into ashes and settled as dust. We didn't make it. We didn't make it. We were the bridge that never quite touched, 2 hands reaching out, needing too much. We were the spark that died in the rain, a beautiful story without a refrain. We walked on the shoreline but didn't jump in, losing the game before we could begin. It was almost love, it was almost us, a flicker of gold that turned into rust. We were the whisper that never became a scream, living our lives in the space of a dream. So close to forever, so close to the truth, but we were just almost in the days of our youth. We knew each other's secrets and shared every bed, but there were so many words that stayed in our heads. We kept our bags packed by the side of the door, always afraid to ask for something more. Now I look at the photos and all that I see is the ghost of the couple we were supposed to be. like a house that was built on shaky ground. Almost love, almost us, just a shadow in the dust. The heater is broken and the window is cracked. There's a chill in the house and that's just a fact. I'm shivering under the weight of the sheets, watching the snow pile up in the streets. The coffee is cold and the morning is gray, since the moment you decided to walk away. On these cold nights I have warm memories of your arms around me like a summer breeze. The way that you breathed and the way that you felt could make the ice in my winter heart melt. I'm freezing alone in this empty room, chasing the ghost of a June bride and groom. I look at your chair and I see where you sat. We used to be more than a this and a that. The fire in the hearth has been out for a year, but I still feel the heat of you whenever you're near. In my mind, we are still in the light of the sun, before the cold winter had finally won. Frozen heart and a frozen soul, loneliness is taking its heavy toll. Cold nights, warm memories, come back and rescue me. Cold nights, warm memories, come back and rescue me. They say I'm doing better, they say I look great. I'm finally eating, cleaning my plate. I'm going out more and I'm starting to smile. I haven't cried now for quite a long while, but the mirror is lying and the laughter is thin, because I'm still fighting the battle within. Healing feels just like missing you more, like a slow burning fire on a cold wooden floor. The better I get, the further you go. It's a hollow victory, a bittersweet show. Every step forward is a step from your side. Healing is just a place for my longing to hide. through. I press the record button and hold it tight, speaking your name into little of the night. The room is so quiet I can hear my own heart beating for someone who tore it apart. I know I won't send it, I know it is wrong to keep singing you this lonely song. These are my midnight voice notes to you, whispering the things that I'll never do. Just a collection of I misuse and why, floating through the room like a heavy sigh. I'm talking to a ghost, I'm talking to the blue. In these midnight voice notes to you. My voice sounds shaky and my breath is thin, admitting all the places that you have been. Under my skin and inside of my head, I'm deleting the words that should have been said. But for 3 minutes long, I can pretend that this isn't the way that we had to end. If I hit send, would you even listen? Or would you just watch the notification glisten? Delete, record, delete. I'm still talking to you in my sleep. You said we would go to Paris in the fall. You said you would catch me whenever I would fall. I kept those words in a vault in my chest. Now they are just echoes that won't let me rest. We had a list of the things we would do back when the world was just me and just you. These are the promises we never replayed, the debts of a heart that were never repaid. We let them get dusty and we let them grow old, stories of silver that never turn gold. I'm sitting here holding the things that you said, while you're out living another life instead. I'll never leave you was the biggest of all. Now I'm just staring at a blank white wall. Every I promise had an expiration date. I realized the truth just a little too late. We were a movie that stopped at the start, leaving the script in the dark of my heart. Why did you say them if you didn't mean it? I saw a future, I really had seen it. Unplayed, unkept promises left. resistless. I turn on the radio to drown out the night, but every station is hitting me right. The minor chords feel like a punch to the chest, like the DJ is putting my soul to the test. I try to look away from the lyrics they sing, but I'm caught in the web of the sorrow they bring. Oh, the sad songs know my name, they know where I live, they know all the things that I couldn't forgive. Speak in my rhythm and they breathe in my tone, they're the only things keeping me from being alone. Every bridge is a memory, every hook is a blade. Sad songs know exactly how I was betrayed. Try to find something with a tempo that's fast, but the lyrics keep dragging me back to the past. It's like the songwriters were watching us fall and wrote down the story to tell to them all. I'm a character in a ballad of blue, dedicated entirely to the loss of you. Turn it up louder, let the cello cry underneath this lonely indigo sky. They know me, they call me. Sad songs are my only home. The town got a bypass and the old mall is gone. They tore down the house on the edge of the lawn. My hair is much longer and my style is new, but I'm still the same girl who's in love with you. The world keeps on turning and the stars move around, but my feet are still stuck on the same patch of ground. Time changed, but my heart didn't move. It is still stuck in the same old predictable groove. The seasons go spinning and the years fly away, but I'm still living back in that one Tuesday. They say change is constant, but they must be wrong, because my heart's been waiting for you all along. I tried to move on and I tried to be smart. I tried to find someone to fill up the part. I dated a guy with a nice steady job, but my heart only beats with a heavy old throb. For the one who is gone, for the one who is far, no matter how different the rest of things are. New buildings rise and the old ones fall, but I still see your name written on the wall. The clock keeps ticking, but I'm still here, loving you through every year. The intro was soft and the verse was so sweet. You swept me right off of my shaking feet. We were building the tension, we were hitting the beat, but the bridge was a road that you wouldn't meet. We were tuning the strings for a beautiful sound before you decided to leave the ground. You left before the chorus, you skipped the best part. You walked off the stage with a piece of my heart. The music was rising, the hook was so near, but you disappeared when the melody got clear. Now I'm singing solo in a room full of ghosts, to the ghost of the one that I needed the most. I have the lyrics written out on the page, but the spotlight is empty on the center of the stage. You didn't stay for the anthem we wrote. You dropped the mic on a flat, hollow note. The harmony's missing, the rhythm is gone, but the show must somehow carry on. The climax was coming, the drums were about to roll, but you took the music and you took my soul. The curtain is falling, the audience is gone. You left before the song was done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The screen lights up the dark at 3 in the morning. A flash of blue light without any warning. My heart skips a beat, then it sinks to the floor. Just a news alert, nothing I'm looking for. I scroll through the apps and I check every feed. Chasing a ghost is a desperate need. I'm still looking for your name in my notifications, seeking validation in digital vibrations. A ghost in the machine, a signal in the air. I keep checking my phone like you're actually there. Just one blue bubble to tell me you care, but your name is never there. I scroll through the threads where we used to talk. It is a graveyard where I softly walk. Every old I love you is a knife in the screen. The loneliest pixels I have ever seen. I type out a message and I let it go. You're a contact that I used to know. Airplane mode won't stop the way I feel. This digital distance is all too real. Still checking the lock screen, still waiting there's a